Today we're talking about best practices for Apex coding in Salesforce. So what makes good Apex code? Let's walk through some of the top best practices. Think of this like your checklist to becoming a better Salesforce developer. 1. Bulkify your code. First and most important, always bulkify your code. That means your Apex should handle multiple records at once, not just one. Salesforce often sends batches of records, like when you're doing a mass update or importing data. If your code only handles one record, it might break or hit limits when multiple records come in. So always think, what happens if I get 200 records at once? 2. Avoid SOQL and DML in loops. Never write SOQL queries or DML statements like insert, update, delete inside a loop. Why? Because Salesforce has governor limits. Too many queries or DMLs can cause your code to fail. Instead, collect everything in a list first, then run one SOQL or DML outside the loop. Use trigger handler classes. If you're writing triggers, don't put all your logic inside the trigger itself. Instead, create a trigger handler class to keep things clean and reusable. This makes your code easier to test and maintain. 4. Write test classes. Salesforce requires at least 75% code coverage to deploy Apex code, but don't just write tests to pass coverage, write meaningful test methods. Test both positive and negative cases. Use system.assert to make sure your logic works. And always use test.start_test and test.stop_test to check governor limits. 5. Use custom metadata or custom settings. Hard coding values? Stop right there. Instead of hard coding IDs or limits, store them in custom metadata or custom settings. That way, admins can update values without changing code. Follow naming conventions. Use clear, consistent names for classes, variables, and methods. Bat exval. Good. Contact list, calculate discount, account handler. This helps others and future you read your code more easily. Limit future methods and callouts. If you're using @future or doing callouts, remember they have their own limits. Only use them when necessary and avoid chaining multiple future methods. For callouts, always wrap them with proper error handling and timeouts. 8. Keep it simple. The best code is often the simplest. Avoid overly complex logic. Break large methods into smaller, reusable methods. Use comments to explain tricky parts, but write code that's mostly self-explanatory. Use inheritance and interfaces wisely. When you have similar logic across different objects or processes, use interfaces or abstract classes to keep your code dry. Don't repeat yourself. 10. Think about security. Always respect field-level security and sharing rules. Use with sharing classes when necessary, and consider using schema.subject-type field.isAccessible for field-level checks. Final thoughts. So to sum it up, write bulk-safe, limit-aware, test-covered, clean and secure code. Always think about the future. How will your code behave in real business scenarios? Apex is powerful, but only if you use it wisely.